This is the Civilization 4 NLL. Hello and welcome to the Noble Leaders League. I am Kjotleik. This is the third division game between Shaka and Tokugawa. Shaka is number 3 in the league with 12 points in 3-2-0 form. Tokugawa is 16th, 1.014 form. Shaka did win round 9 at Genghis Khan after 2 draws before that. He's undefeated in his last 5 games. Tokugawa lost round 9 versus Elizabeth after a draw round 8 at Darius I. Can he have any hopes for a point here as well? Let's find out. Here we are at the starting positions. This is Shaka. Let's get the resource bubbles on for a moment. He starts up in the north on that western continent. That is the starting continent. There is some fish up here, some crabs, there is marble, corn, horses is here, and some more corn over here. Tokugawa starts down in the south here. Next to a river, there is ivory, iron, corn, silk, and there is some pigs up here as well. He has a little bit more central starting position, but there is a lot of green lands here. There is also a lot of green lands up at Shaka, and there is some brown lands both south of Tokugawa and in between them. So let's see who can get the better of each other in this. Shaka is a big favorite due to what he has shown us prior to this season. Off we go with 1 city each though. Tokugawa is pleased towards Shaka, so that, and now he's down to cautious, okay. 40 turns, they are in different religions. Hinduism for Shaka, Buddhism for Tokugawa. Let's see what happens here. Can Tokugawa put up a fight? He would need to do that if he were to have any hopes of any points here. Shaka 3 cities, Tokugawa 3 cities. Looks like Shaka is keeping to himself up north. Tokugawa is also expanding a little bit north, but also a little bit south. 5 cities each at the moment. Turn 115, and they have 5 cities each. 6 cities to Shaka now, settling that island. And also 7 cities to Shaka now. He is building up, equal in strength, a little bit stronger than Tokugawa. 1.0, and now down to 0.9. Oh, it switches around a little bit, I see. 8 cities Shaka, 6 cities Tokugawa. And they have touching borders, and they are cautious, which means that Shaka is probably going to attack sometime here. Turn 169, 170 with 8 cities to Shaka, 7 cities to Tokugawa. Now Shaka is building up units. He's 1.4 times the strength, and we have the war already, as you can see here. 9 cities Shaka, 6 cities Tokugawa. Is this going to be another Shaka game where Shaka proves to be Shaka, as we all love to see him? 9 cities, 8 cities to 7 now. He lost a city again. Tokugawa is fighting back. Shaka is 1.3 times the strongest Tokugawa though, but Tokugawa is not giving up without a fight, and that is good to see. 9 cities Shaka now, Tokugawa down to 6 again, and we do have a peace treaty with 9 Shaka cities, 6 Tokugawa cities, and that means there is trouble for Tokugawa. He has fewer cities, 3 fewer, and he has no room for expansion. And well, Shaka hasn't a room for expansion either, but at least he has more cities, which means that he has more production capacity. And we have the next war, and Shaka is now 1.6 times as strong, down to 1.3 immediately almost. And Shaka with 8 cities, Tokugawa now on 7. And they are both going engineering, with Shaka 8 cities, Tokugawa 7. Tokugawa has won in this war, in other words, so far. 8 cities Shaka, 7 cities Tokugawa, and Shaka with 1.3 times the strength of Tokugawa, 1.4 approximately. Tokugawa going compass next, with Shaka going calendar, 8 cities to 7. They are still fighting, and Shaka down to 1.2 times the strength of Tokugawa, and Tokugawa with 8 cities, Shaka on 7. Tokugawa did win that war, and now Shaka is down to only 1.1 times the strength of Tokugawa. Tokugawa is going for guilds, and Shaka on civil service. Banking next for Tokugawa then. And now they are equal in strength. Tokugawa did very well in that last war that we had here. Let's see if I can continue that in the next war, because this is now exciting. Shaka has not been able to do a Shaka this far. We are at turn 278. They are equal in strength. Tokugawa is going education, Shaka going guilds. 8 cities Tokugawa, 7 cities Shaka. Whew, this is exciting, and now we have the next war. This is it. Shaka immediately takes a city up to 8 cities. Tokugawa takes it back. Tokugawa now up to 8. And now they are fighting over the city that we see in the middle of the screen. 8 cities to 7 is the city count. Tokugawa getting his liberalism, was it? The divine right next. Shaka is going towards banking. Tokugawa on 8 cities, Shaka on 7, turn 302 is here, and it looks to me like Tokugawa is putting up a very good fight. Shaka is not going to get an easy win here. He needs to really show what he is made of in order to get the 2 points from this game. Tokugawa going chemistry, Shaka going optics. Shaka is looking like he wants to expand into the new world to get more cities that way and build up a power base, and that could be the important thing that decides the game. But no, he's not going astronomy, he goes for some cultural stuff instead. But now gunpowder, he wants to win the war, and Tokugawa is on astronomy. They are equal in strength. 8 cities to Tokugawa, 7 cities to Shaka. Shaka is getting gunpowder, Tokugawa is getting astronomy. Let's see what happens now. Shaka going paper after that. 8 cities to Tokugawa, 7 to Shaka. Can Shaka use his gunpowder units to win this war and make it so that he can win the game through that? They are equal in strength. We see Shaka 1.0 the strength of Tokugawa, which is exactly even. Shaka on 8 cities now. We did take the city, but then Tokugawa has it back. And Shaka liberated it. I think I saw that on the screen, which means that Tokugawa ends the war with, and now he's up to 9 cities. He has settled a city in the east. Look at the map. Tokugawa is up to 10 cities. Is Tokugawa going to get something from this game against Shaka? Shaka, the big favorite to win this game. Tokugawa now up to 11 cities. Shaka on 7. Tokugawa up to 11 cities going printing press, and Shaka with 7 cities, turn 372. This is an incredible game to watch. Shaka, how are you going to win it now? You are not in the new world. Tokugawa is in the new world. He has 13 cities. Shaka is on 7. Shaka is down to 0.9 the strength of Tokugawa. Oh my goodness. Shaka on military science. And Tokugawa on democracy. 15 cities Tokugawa, and now we see also some plunders by the privateers, and that is Tokugawa's privateers that is plundering Shaka. And 16 cities to 7, and Tokugawa is on physics, and Shaka is trying to go military tradition next. Then 17 cities to 7. I believe that Shaka with 0.9 the strength of Tokugawa is in big trouble. He is on par to lose this game now. Tokugawa 18 cities to 7. They are equal in strength still though. Shaka, he is keeping up in military strength, and that is good to see. Now Shaka is on astronomy. Does this mean that Tokugawa has enough to go for a win here, or will it become a draw? I don't think that Shaka currently is going to be capable to win this game militarily. We are at turn 414. Shaka is in a golden age. That can help a little bit. Tokugawa is getting gunpowder. Tokugawa is going gunpowder while Shaka is on the printing press, and 20 cities to Tokugawa. Will this be Tokugawa's first victory this season? I don't know, but Shaka is on to rifling as well. At least he is on replaceable parts, which means that he should go rifling after that. He does. Predictable. Tokugawa now on to communism, but with 22 cities to 8, there is no way Shaka is going to outproduce Tokugawa when it comes to military units. With on turn 435, 24 cities to 9, Shaka settling cities in the new world now, trying to get back into this, but this is a game, a league game, it has a time limit. Shaka, you are in trouble if you want 2 points now. 55 turns left. Tokugawa is the biggest leader, but it doesn't seem like he's interested in going to war because he doesn't attack. Shaka is down to 0.9 the strength. Tokugawa is going for railroads. Shaka is going steel, so Shaka, despite having only 10 cities to Tokugawa's 24, well, 11 cities now for Shaka. Shaka is keeping up in military attack, so Shaka is proving to be a good military leader. Tokugawa has really not gotten himself into a position to win this game with only 40 turns left. That's going to be difficult. Tokugawa would need to attack, he would need to attack hard, and he would need to take all the cities on the starting continent to get this domination. He is very close to domination, I think, Tokugawa, but he must attack, and he must take the cities, and he must do it quickly, and there he didn't need to attack. He didn't need to attack. Shaka didn't have enough land to block. I thought he had enough land to block, but he didn't. Look at the minimap. Isn't that enough to block? Maybe not. Maybe it is just too much water there. But we have it. Tokugawa, the first win of the season. Domination, 2049 AD, turn 469. Congratulations, Tokugawa. And it was Shaka that lost. This was a surprise to me. Congratulations, Tokugawa. Oh, what a round we have this round. I am as shocked as you are having to congratulate Tokugawa with the domination victory against Shaka himself. But I believe that some of the blame must be put on Shaka himself, because Shaka declared 3 wars, and the city count captures was 2-1, 1-2, and 2-1. So Shaka did win 2 and lost 1 war. However, both after the second and the third wars, Shaka liberated a city in a gracious act. Satsuma after the second war and Nodvengu after the third. So those 2 cities he should maybe not have given away. He could perhaps have held on to a little bit more land if he just had not done that. But it was the day of Tokugawa, and all the Japanese can celebrate by a really strong domination win against Shaka. Let's go exit and take a look at the numbers. Here is the graph, the score graph. Tokugawa is in the red and Shaka is in the yellow. We see G and P, and there is Tokugawa. We see production, we see food, we see power, which was pretty much equal all game, with the exception of towards the end. Culture was Tokugawa's, and espionage was Tokugawa's. Let's go to the demographics numbers. Shaka's numbers to the left, Tokugawa's to the right, 29.2 million inhabitants for Tokugawa towards the end. And the numbers, as you can see on screen, is decentish, but nothing to brag about. Top 6 cities and wonders. No wonders in the BC era. Stonehenge was the first in 150 AD in Tokyo. You see also Tokyo is the number 1 city for Tokugawa. He also has the 2nd and 3rd cities. Shaka has the number 4 city, while Tokugawa has the 5th and the 6th on the top 6 cities list. Statistics then: Shaka built 13 cities, 2 religions, 1 golden age, currently on 28 towns, 6 workshops and 5 pastures and forest preserves. He did build in his cities 9 auto granaries, ikandas, lighthouses and stables, down to 2 Confucian academies as we see there, page down, and 1 the Taj Mahal, completing the list of buildings built by Shaka. Current units then: 32 grenadiers, 25 riflemen, 14 cavalries, down to 1 galley. He trained in his cities 36 catapults, 35 knights, 26 horse archers and swordsmen, 4 great generals, let's go page down and see 1 great merchant at the bottom of the list of units. Let's go take a look at kills for Shaka: 22 war elephants, 14 swordsmen, 13 catapults and samurais, down to 1 worker, and the losses: 23 horse archers, 22 catapults, 20 swordsmen and knights, down to 2 archers. Tokugawa's numbers then: 27 cities built, 5 religions, 1 golden age, currently on 45 windmills, 39 towns, 11 farms and lumber mills. He did build in his cities 23 granaries, 18 lighthouses, 13 libraries and forges, down to 2 Scotland yards, make a note of that, page down. Then we see 1 monument at the bottom there. Let's go page down again and see that 1 Islamic temple completes the list of units built by Tokugawa. Let's go to the top and look at current units then. 52 riflemen, 25 grenadiers, 24 workers, down to 1 great spy. He did train a total of 33 riflemen, 31 settlers, 30 war elephants, down to 6 cavalries, page down. And we see 1 warrior at the bottom of the list of units trained. The kills, let's confirm them: 23 horse archers, 22 catapults, 20 swordsmen and knights, down to 2 archers, and the losses for Tokugawa were 22 war elephants, 14 swordsmen, 13 catapults and samurais, down to 1 galley. Let's go to the victory condition screen. Behold! You will not see this very often. Tokugawa 74% of the land area, winning domination when in combination with 72% of the population. He also had Tokyo up to legendary. Shaka built the Apostolic Palace. Let's go take a look at the cities. Hooray! Shaka with 12 of them. Sort by population. Ulundian, Quaducusa 14, Nongoma 13, and we see some of them are very happy, 2 of them, and they are happy, healthy, recently lowish food, 1 of 9, that's gold, 59, okay, so commerce is not that good. Production is not that good either, but he's trying to go for research in a couple of cities here. You can pause the video if you want more. I'm going to take a look at Tokugawa's cities. Let's go to Tokugawa. Okay, he has 28 of them. Let's sort by population when we go to the cities. Here we are. Kyoto, Tokyo, Nara, all 19, Nagasaki 18, and you see the list. Very happy, very healthy. Base food is actually pretty decent here. And commerce, base commerce, 111 in Kyoto, that is good. 17 Nara, that's good. 91 in Osaka, yeah, a couple of good, really good cities here. And we see production is a lot better than his opponents as well. And we see Kosuke, Pop 1 city, is the bottom of page 1. Kosuke, let's go to the bottom. And we see Kobe and Nagano as the 2 last cities on page 2. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. Congratulations, Tokugawa with a domination 2049, turn 469 over Shaka. This means that when you look at the league tables, Shaka is down to 6th with his 12 points and a positive 31 score turn difference. Tokugawa still at the bottom, but now with 3 points and a negative 77 score turn difference. He has started trying to catch notch up to avoid becoming the bottom leader this season, and if he can win away at Shaka, he can certainly win away at anyone. So this was really some game, I have to say again. Tomorrow there will be 2 games from the 2nd division, Augustus Caesar versus Ramses II and Victoria versus Roosevelt. A little bit later today is the next cup game in the first qualifying round of the NLC. I am Kjotleik, this has been the Noble Leaders League. I hope to see you back later. Goodbye for now.